Have you ever thought of accidentally being in a toxic relationship? We know it sounds weird, but it is very likely that you are or have been part of a toxic relationship. Don't fret. We are here to help you figure it out. The majority of us indulge in relationships that might not seem harmful from the outside, but completely destroy us with time. In this video, we will help you identify the 10 main types of toxic relationships. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any updates. Healthy relationships are truly a blessing in this world. They support you, motivate you, make you feel important, and boost your mental health. Whereas the toxic ones can be the most destructive relationships a person might cherish without even realizing it. These relationships demotivate you, emotionally manipulate you, and gradually destroy your mental health to an extent that you cannot even imagine. So put on your seatbelt as we start figuring out the different types of toxic relationships. Emotional manipulation. Have you ever felt like a puppet of a puppeteer who pulls your string and tells you what to do and what not to do, how to behave and how not to behave? Well, that is called emotional manipulation. In emotional manipulation, the other person plays with your emotions through guilt, tripping, gaslighting, and even controlling your actions. Have you ever been made to feel wrong even when it was not even your fault? Well, that's guilt tripping. Questioning yourself, your feelings, and your thoughts is the gift given by gaslighting. And lastly, getting dictated by someone over your personality or action is included in controlling. Now you might wonder how this is dangerous for your mental health. In the beginning, you might not even feel it, but gradually anxiety and depression will eventually consume you, destroying your mental health. So if you feel any of these, detach yourself from that group or person immediately before it is too late. Dominating relationships. Next up, we have dominating relationships or controlling relationships. In this type, usually a partner is very dominating and controlling over the other one, where the basic choices and even the biggest decisions and matters of the other person are taken dominantly by the other person. Now you might think, oh, that's so sweet. This person is so possessive about me. But no, this will make you anxious and insecure, which will eventually affect your mental health. Codependency. The next type of toxic relationship is codependency, which is commonly found in friends and couples. In this situation, one person completely depends upon the other person to feel good about themselves, figure out who they are, and even how they should be handling their certain emotions and situations. Let's understand this type with an example. Imagine you have a friend who completely relies on you for everything. It might seem sweet and loyal at the start, but eventually it will completely destroy your mental health, as you would be carrying the weight of two people, you and your friend. This is obviously not fair, as the most essential thing in a relationship is personal space to grow and be yourself. So if you are in such a relationship, there's still time. Talk about it with your partner and resolve it before it's too late, because relationships should be about two individuals who support and look out for each other, not one person carrying the entire emotional load for both. Narcissistic relationship. Next in the line comes a relationship with a narcissist. A narcissist is a self-centered person, lacks empathy for others, and is a constant seeker of validation. Being in such a relationship can deteriorate your mental health, as such people only care about themselves. Such relationships can make you the patient of depression, insecurity, and anxiety, which leads to the destruction of mental health. Verbal abuse. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can also hurt me. Sticks and stones break only skin, but words are ghosts that haunt me. This type is the most common one, and usually people do not recognize that their relationship falls into this type. Verbal abuse. It is one of the clearest signs of toxicity and is considered the biggest red flag. This type includes insults, humiliation, and constant destructive criticism. The effects of verbal abuse can be very severe and can do more damage than we expect. We always think about how words can damage someone's mental health. Words go directly into one's heart, which can cause low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and insecurity in the other person. So if you are in such a relationship, talk to your partner, set boundaries, and prioritize yourself and your health. Neglection. The next type of toxic relationship is neglect, in which you are being neglected by someone you love, with whom you have expectations. Well, this type can directly damage you, not only emotionally, but physically. It can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation, which can severely affect your mental health. Are you in such a relationship? Are your needs being overlooked consistently? If yes, then communicate with your partner. And if you think communication won't make any difference, then detach yourself from such a relationship instantly. Disrespecting boundaries. Next in line is a relationship where your partner does not respect the boundaries you have set. Relationships with no or unclear boundaries can become very toxic. Boundaries work like a fence or a roadmap that you have created, which will help you both stay happy. Boundaries tell a person about things that you are comfortable with. If they are unclear or not set, then trouble enters into relationships. Being in a relationship where boundaries are not created is like navigating in a forest that is full of fog. Are you wondering how this is toxic? Well, the answer is that creating no boundaries can often hurt you and create misunderstandings. So, the key to fixing this type of relationship is communication. Communicate and set your boundaries today. Unresolved fights, conflicts. One of the types of toxicity is keeping your unresolved conflicts going on for a long time. It will do nothing but put you in a situation of constant arguing and proving your point to the other person, which will eventually bring depression and anxiety to the doorstep of your mind. To make your relationship healthy again, talk to your partner, understand each other, and most importantly, try finding solutions for the conflicts. Lack of support. The other name for a relationship is to support one another. But what if your partner does not support you? Here comes our next type of toxic relationship, which is a lack of support. In this type, you might not receive the emotional, physical, and mental support you expect from your partner. This leads to the feeling of loneliness and can affect your mental health severely. If you are the one dealing with such a relationship, then stand up and ask for help. There's no shame in asking.